This image depicts Suiten, seated on a felt pedestal with attendants on either side. Suiten is the Buddhist deity of water and the guardian of the West. His fair flesh is beautifully contrasted with lively red accents and the dark brown background. The delicate eyebrows and full ruby lips imbue the Suiten with an aspect of grace and femininity. His figure is draped in decorative garments with elaborate details and color gradients. Gold jewelry adorns his neck, arms, and wrists. Suiten is one of the 12 Devas of esoteric Buddhism that are collectively the guardians of esoteric monasteries. 12 deities represent the 4 cardinal and 4 intermediary directions: heaven, earth, sun, and moon. This piece was produced in the late Heian period in 1127 for the annual New Year's ceremony of esoteric prayers held at Shinyon Inn at the Imperial Palace. During this time period, a great deal of poetry, literature, and art was produced. Chinese influence in Japan declined, although it maintained significant influence spiritually, artistically, and politically. The Chinese model of centralized government was implemented in Nara, and the Fujiwara family maintained power in the imperial courts. Although Heian translates to peace and tranquility, mere decades after the production of this scroll, military conflict for power commenced. This scroll is color in gold on silk and measures 144.3 by 126.5 centimeters. The exact authorship and production is unknown, but it is most likely produced in the workshop style that was typical of the late Heian period. Teachers, students, and other artists alike would work together on a piece, focusing on different aspects of the production. Suiten, along with the 12 Devas, is commonly depicted in mandalas, usually seen in the west or southwest portion of the image. Here is an example of a Taizokai mandala from Toji in the 9th century. Esoteric Buddhists would engage with the image of each deity, praying and chanting to ultimately internalize the image and its essence. Suiten has Vedic origins, and his Hindu equivalent, Varuna, was adapted and introduced to Japan in the 6th century. The concept of a water deity was not new to the Japanese at this time. Shinto, the native religion of Japan, worshipped a benevolent water kami called Suijin that was commonly enshrined near bodies of water, but was rarely depicted anthropomorphically. This is a stone marker in the Sendai area where Suijin is enshrined. Even today, there are multiple annual festivals held in honor of Suijin. This archetype, amalgamated with Varuna and Buddhist tradition, gave rise to Suiten as we see him depicted in this scroll. Today, this image of Suiten and the scrolls of the 11 other Devas can be found at the Kyoto National Museum and are national treasures of Japan.